My dear dark ones, welcome to my channel. Today is a pick-up pile tarot reading and I have two beautiful piles. And I want to talk about obstacles on your path, what's stopping you on your journey, what kind of things and situations you should avoid. So everything that is negatively affecting you at this right moment. This will be the first pile, and this is going to be the second pile. Because it's a collective reading, so you can listen to both of the piles and only take what resonates to you. And if you feel very drawn to a specific pile, you can just listen to the message from the specific file. I will start with this one. So let's start. Welcome to the first file. Right away, I'm going to tell you, if you are drawn to the specific file, it tells me right away that you are a dreamer. Your head is, for the majority of the time, it's in the clouds. You're like air. You don't follow your mind, but you follow your heart and you follow your intuition, which is very important for people who are born with supernatural gifts. It means you can become an amazing witch or alchemist, occultist, psychic. And this is like perfect for you to succeed in a supernatural world, in a supernatural realm, but it's very difficult for you to actually succeed in the material 3D realm. So probably the majority of the obstacles in your path will be connected with your finances, money, jobs, your future. Probably you'll be having troubles on your path with literally with everything, like finding an apartment for rent or to buy a house, to buy a car. Everything that you acquire in 3D realm eventually is taken away from you in many possible ways. Like you can lose your car, and when the car is taken from you, you lose the money that you paid for it. Maybe you have to go through bankruptcy in this lifetime. Maybe you have to move out from the apartment that you really like for the weirdest reasons. And this is because people like you thrive in the realm when the money are not predominant. So for you, if you want to become successful, if you want to be wealthy in this lifetime, in this reincarnation, you have to put your energy, your mind, and all your time into something that is not tangible, something that you cannot touch. So literally creating online business. If it's drop shipping, it's something that you really don't handle. It's like you have the storefront, but it's like go through some other country. Like you don't pack, you don't ship, you just sell it because you have this online presence that people will trust you and they will buy whatever it is you sell. People like you, they become very successful in supernatural occult field. So if you ever decide to choose this path, this is where your money probably is, like your wealth. Also, if you're into health, becoming a fitness instructor, hypnotherapy, any type of therapy, social worker, person who helps others, and artists, dancers, performance actors, like this is your domain. So anything that doesn't require physical objects, like no office, you can travel, like freedom is very important to you. Also, when we talk about obstacles and what's stopping you on your path, you see the first card is very dark, right? So it's all about stars, this one as well. And you are unsure about your future because every time you make a plan, it falls through. It's like falls apart. No matter what you plan, no matter what you want to achieve, no matter how serious your goal is, you just can't achieve it. The reason why, because you are like a star supposed to be surrounded by different celestial objects, right? You cannot achieve the things alone if you don't have the right community, the soul family, or people who support you. That's why being online is so important, because you can get out from your box wherever you are on the planet at this moment and find like-minded people who will give you ideas and they push you to achieve your best version of yourself online. You need the support. You need to be seen like a star, like a celestial body. You have to be above others, and people need to follow you. They need to worship you. You do activate a worship gene in people, and people like treat you like celebrity if they see you. So for you, anything online is going to help you to achieve the good things, right? Also, when you start working, this is very, very connected to your money. I feel like the biggest problem right now that you have is not having enough money to support the lifestyle that you want. So literally see here, you see cloud and the card is reversed. So when you want to achieve something, you have to put your mind into it, like get out from the cloud, from the daydreaming, and be very consistent. You have to show up for this online empire that you're building. Even if it's art, you have to do it every day. For you, it's very important because you have to, this looks to me like Trojan horse, I don't know why. You have to show up and you have to fight for the things that you want. And you don't have to do it like a physical fight. Like, you don't have to be better than anyone. You just have to be smarter. You don't have to work hard. You just have to work smart. And it should be a daily process. Every day you're supposed to put this energy into your work, no matter whatever it is, because for you, energetical field around you is way more important than actually like physical, anything physical that is around you. So when you put your energy into something, your energy becomes like 3D object. It flows, it just goes to people, and it manifests whatever it is you want. What's really stopping you right now? Again, the black card. I feel like you don't have strategy. You don't have a clear idea what it is that you're after. Probably for the past few years you tried so many things and it looks like nothing worked out for you, and now you just you're not concentrating on something specific. You are all over the place, and it looks like there is something very specific that you want, but you're scared to go for it because of the failures in the past, and you think maybe this is a wrong thing to crave and desire, but it's not. I will consult another tarot and see what else is stopping you. This is interesting. So this represents subconscious fears that are stopping you from achieving your goals and action. You lack action. You might have a lot of passion and desire for something that you want to do, but you actually don't show up every day and you actually don't put this idea into the work. So you actually have to work for it and probably dedicate a few hours a day. Your inner demons, I feel that you're a perfectionist. So you always think that this is the work that you create is not good enough to show others, and because of that you don't really show anything, and you are very judgmental when it comes to yourself. Like, you judge yourself so hard that you stop a lot of things from happening just because you think you are not worthy, not good enough, or the things that you create are not good enough. This is not true, because people actually always like whatever it is you come up with or create or have to say. People actually look up to you no matter what. And this one, your temper. I feel like sometimes your mood gets the best of you in many situations. It becomes for you very difficult to control yourself, especially when you're dealing with other people. So maybe a lot of things you fail because you're scared of like dealing with the situations. You always think that the worst might happen, and you never think that actually the best also can happen. I will pull the last card for you. This is interesting card and tells me that you are exactly where you need to be, and there is something like a treasure waiting for you. You are very connected to the land of your ancestors. So if you try to especially build your empire and come up with some kind of business idea, right? If you want to manifest money, you need to be somewhere where your roots are. So if you are, oh, dogs are barking, nice confirmation. So if you are in the land of your ancestors, and you feel the connection to the land. And in this interesting card, it doesn't mean necessarily that you actually have to be exactly the place where you were born, because maybe you are an immigrant, maybe you were born in one country but were raised in another. So wherever you feel that your childhood home is, that's where you need supposed to try to build your empire. For you, land, roots, the energy of your ancestors are very important, because your ancestors are your protectors. And it's literally, you can travel across the world, but then you need to come back where your home is so you can build your empire, because your treasure is literally there. So if you are in the wrong place, in the wrong country, in the wrong city, maybe on the wrong ocean shore, you have to come back, even if you don't like it, because sometimes coming back to our roots, it's something negative, because we have like childhood memories that are not positive for us, right? You still have to go there, whatever it is the land for you. And maybe when I'm talking about this land, for a lot of you guys, it's like different parts of the world, something that resonates with the world, like home and land, ancestors. Like if something really, really vivid comes to your imagination, to your mind, right away, this is the place where you're supposed to be. Also, please let me know in the comment section below what it is that comes to your mind. Where do you think your home is? I'll be very curious to know. In general, for you guys from the first pile, especially if you felt like very strongly connected to it, I don't think that for people who have crazy, vivid imagination, there is something that can truly stop them. The only thing that can stop you on your crazy magical journey is you, because you create borders and boxes for yourself that you cannot really get out. But the universe always supports dreamers. Imagination is the major key to creating something. So if you are the creative, the more imaginations you have, the more your head is in the clouds, that's where you channel your creativity, that's where you channel your energy, that's where your heart is. If you learn how to use it to your advantage, you will become unstoppable, and there is nothing that can actually stop you or take you away from becoming wealthy. You know, people with greatest imaginations were the biggest innovators, and people with imagination rule the world. So you guys can achieve anything you want in this lifetime if you put your time and energy into it. The second file, welcome, and let's see what's stopping you on your journey. First of all, if you were really, really drawn to this pile is based off work of Carl Jung. So it means you are highly intellectual, and when I pull this card, it's like the wise old man. So you have thousands of reincarnations behind your shoulders. You are an old soul, you're ancient soul, you are wise beyond your age, and probably people even confuse your age. You always talk like you're way more younger than you actually are. And this is interesting. The second card is shadow. So we're talking about what's stopping you on your path. And I feel like the duality that you have is actually stopping you, because one day you want to achieve one thing and the other day you change your mind. So this inability to follow through your plan and changing your mind so often that you don't even remember what was the initial plan, that's what actually stopping you. The inability to stick to one decision because of the greatness of your mind, because you have so many ideas and you're literally so fascinated about so many different things that for you, like choosing one thing and sticking to it, it's something that's extremely, extremely difficult. Also, you are easily to fall in love with the darkest side of things. So you literally get inspired by such little things, maybe a page in the book, a word, an image, a tarot card, some person. And because of these inspirations, you aspire to be a better person, and you drop something that you were doing just to get to the new point of life, to learn something. You're one of those people who you easily can learn anything, like playing on musical instrument, another language, maybe how to create clothes or how to work on any app or You can learn Adobe Photoshop just because you wanted like the best photo than anyone else in your surrounding, for example. But because of that, because it's so easy for you to learn, you're very usually you're very fast to actually stop learning things, because you like to just to get to the root, to the heart of this idea. You need to learn how this thing work, and then you lose interest. You know, nothing in this lifetime was fascinating for you long enough. So because of this, you always change your direction, you always change your views, you know. For you even to maybe drop one religion to follow another religion or religious concept is something that you've done at least once in your life, again because of the ideas that inspired you and the people who followed it. It's actually a beautiful thing to be able to change your mind and to be able to entertain any idea and think about it, even try a lot of things, because before you actually create your own point of view. And it's interesting that in your life, if you have an opinion about something, this opinion is based on your personal experience and not because you heard of it or read it somewhere. It is actually because you tried. So you might be a very opinionated person, and you might be a person who actually likes to argue because you actually understand the subject and you have a lot to say on the subject. And I would say your biggest enemy is you, because your mind always stops you from achieving something or from getting something. I don't feel like you're this kind of person who are influenced by money at all. The material world is kind of you are indifferent to it. You don't really care about money. You do like the things that the money can buy, and especially the things of high value. You like relics, you like interesting objects, you like beautiful art pieces, you like to have a beautiful apartment, you like to have the best of the best. You are like a queen or a king on this journey. You like luxury, but you're not willing to sacrifice your life in order to get it. And because of that, sometimes you feel that you don't belong to this planet, because you miss the things that you had in the past lives when you were a king or a queen, pharaoh, and you feel that you were born for greater, for bigger. Like since your childhood, you knew that you were different. You knew that you stood out from the crowd since the day one. But you're not this kind of person who will sacrifice other people or your own time and your own livelihood for getting the money or luxurious things. Sometimes you choose peace and solitude over the things that the society tells you that you should go for. You probably will be the one who will be opposed to the idea of getting a mortgage only because everyone tells you, maybe because you feel that it is like a weird concept of paying for such a long time for something that you can get like much easier, you know, for less money. You can easily live with your parents for many years in order to save money, so you can actually buy something that is of higher value to you. And it could be like a crazy thing. It could be a car, or maybe you want an art piece, or maybe you want to learn something, or maybe you'd rather go travel, and when you are back to your country, you live with your parents for a few months and then you go travel again. So people like you, they become either extremely rich or you become like these people who travel the world with like maybe a few $100s and go from one hostel to another because you like to enjoy life to the fullest. And for you, this is your biggest problem, to finding balance, settling for something, you know, because it is difficult for you to settle for something that you don't see value in, you know. You are not easily influenced by society or social media. You always have your own opinion on a lot of things, and because of that, you might lose a lot of opportunities like job or connections with people if you don't like them. You just like you won't be able to even accept help from someone. You are probably one of the people who actually has a very good education background. You come from a noble family. Your parents probably had so much invested in you, and they had like so much hopes for you, and you're the one, the black sheep of the family, who actually breaks their heart because you don't follow your family, you don't follow the nothing really like religious concepts of your family or the views on the society. You are actually a very, very good person, that's for sure. You are trying not to hurt anyone. You are trying to be a good boy or a girl, but you have this interesting life path that you should follow. Fame, you're supposed to be very known for something. You're the person who leaves legacy behind. So this call for fame, for legacy, is bigger than anything else. And if you were to follow your heart to the fullest, like to the crazy level, that you just drop everything and just do the thing that you want, you can become exceptionally well known. And with this fame, with this with your name becoming a legacy, with this comes success and money, and the whole world bows to you. I will contact another deck for the obstacles on your path, to see what's stopping you to actually achieving this fame and this greater purpose that you have. And I see, first of all, that your family, because you are not the kind of person who can easily harm someone, you're actually very careful about your choices sometimes, and you love your family no matter what. Because of that, you're still holding yourself back a lot. But a lot of things you don't really show them, you hide yourself, and even from people that know you. Especially you are the one who might be born into very wealthy and known family. So you come from money, you come from generational wealth, you come from a bloodline of people who were shaping the history of humanity. You have politicians, you have teachers, philosophers in your blood, you have a lot of famous people. And because of that, you are scared to actually follow your crazy path, and you are scared to actually follow your dreams and aspirations, because you don't want to hurt your bloodline. And this is the biggest thing that's actually stopping you. Again, your kindness and your heart. I will pull last card for you. This is interesting. It's like rising from the dead situation. So I think that you always presented with a choice in your life. It's either you follow your heart or you follow your family's legacy. So the choice, I guess, for as long as you're being careful with your life, your purpose won't be fulfilled. And the moment you dare to take action and to follow your heart, that's when you symbolically rise from the dead and become the person that you are. So it's like, will you follow your passion? Will you follow your heart at the risk of hurting people that you love? Or will you stay hidden and not achieve the purpose, the greatest purpose that you have? So the choice is stopping you. The fear of your consequences of your choices, and the fear of what might to come, because I do believe that you feel it in yourself, that this great purpose might bring a lot of attention to you, and you know that it will be hard. It's like your personality will be taken away from you, because you will become a person that everyone knows. So when it comes to celebrities, people really don't care what kind of people they are. They just care about this image that they put into the society. So you don't want to be image, you want to be recognized for what you are, and you're scared that you will lose this identity in the future, that maybe even the good deeds that you're planning to do with the world might become something different, right? So the choice is yours, and this is very difficult to actually do something like that. I think this is where I want to stop. Both piles are quite beautiful and the energy is very intense, so maybe you already feeling that changes are coming and the things are changing for you. And maybe the second pile, you guys ready to make the decision. No matter what, I wish all of you good luck on your magical journeys, and can't wait to see you in the next video.